whenever you have the tractor pushed in, say you can't see the back end of it. Same as trailer. Can't see the back end of it. That's how you're going to tell exactly which one's popped and which one's not popped. Just lean forward. Alright, so now I'm going to do another safe start and rebuild my air pressure to 120 to 125 PSI. So neutral, brake, clutch if I was in a standard. ABS lights you want to go off. Keep my hand over my key for at least 5 seconds. Or until the oil pressure goes to its normal operating range, 20 to 45 PSI. Rev my engine up to 1,000 to rebuild air pressure just a little bit faster. Now, of course, air pressure will rebuild at idle range, but it's not really that important because I'm just going to rev it up to make it a little bit faster.
That has got your compressor turning a little faster, pump a little cooler stuff through that.
That's right.
And them calls.
Exactly what I wanted to do.
They're pumping some juice through the evaporator coil. I shouldn't say them words in here doing this.
Start confusing these people.
I know.
Yeah, while we're waiting for this to rebuild, I'll tell you exactly what happened at CDL today. We had 4 students go down. Names were Kareem Moore. He tested with me, made a 97%, which is the highest score I've ever given any student since I've worked here. I had another student go down named James Collins, I believe. I can't remember these guys' names exactly. He passed. He also scored a 97 with me. Tested another student named Cherry something. He scored a 93, 94, something like that with me, and he passed the CDL. Another student, Jamel McMillan, night shifter. I believe he's night shifter. Tested with me and made a, I believe, 92, 91%. Went down to CDL today and failed. You guys want to know why he failed? Anybody can guess?
He worded something wrong.
Nope. He done the entire pre-trip perfectly. Perfectly.
Oh,
Didn't buckle up?
He done everything perfectly. He got 100% on his test.
Wow.
The only thing that the examiner failed him on, because it's a new examiner that has not been trained yet. Yeah. Failed him because the brake valves did not pop out between 40 and 20 psi. They popped out around 20 psi and lower.
Wait a minute.
Because he didn't say should.
I don't know why you're mad.
Yeah.
Because he didn't say should.
No.
Well, he said they should pop out around there, but the examiner's not properly trained. So the examiner failed him because the brake valves, trailer and tractor, did not pop out between 40 psi and 20 psi.
It's not his fault.
As soon as 40 psi happens and 20 psi happens, both brake valves should pop out, is what that examiner's saying. If it pops out under that, your truck is wrong and the student's wrong, and they failed him.
It's not his fault. He
No,
can't.
it's not him. It's not his fault at all. These trucks do. I've probably done 60 air brake checks with this truck today alone. So these trucks are going to have wear and tear on them 30 times faster than what your truck will do whenever you're on the road.
Right.
So what's the trick to get around that?
Basically not have a examiner that's an idiot.
So
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of a little bit pissed off about that. Because I was supposed to have a 100% day today, but of course examiners always have to step in and do some stupid crap to screw me up.
Take it to a truck.
Yeah.
wow. Can you
But the examiner that was actually supposed to test the 4 guys, he was a little late this morning. So the new lady that was being trained was like, hey, you know, Sickles, I can do this first test until you get here. And he was like, yeah, sure, go ahead and do it real quick. Knock it out of the way. So she did. She failed him over some crap that's not even on the test. You can't fail a person for a faulty truck.
Really?
And
So
really,
what are you
it's
gonna
not
do
even,
about it?
it's not an unsafe act or anything. Well, we talked to the examiner, the real one that's supposed to be training this girl, and we asked what happened. He said, oh, I was late, you know, so I had her finish it, and she messed up. But we're terribly sorry because he asked later on why he failed, and she was like, oh, the brake valves didn't pop out between 40 and 20. they popped? She was like, around like 15 to 20 or something like that. And he was like, you can't fail him for that. He was like, they popped out. So she was like, oh, I didn't know that.
So it's not corrected. She can't correct it.
No,
Once
it's
she
already
fails
in.
them,
It's already in the state computer.
Right.
And once you fail that day, you're done. You have to come back another time.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
You know,
not.
that sounds exactly like something that would happen to me. That's the kind
That's not
of
fair
luck
at
I
all.
have.
So was a guy or a girl that failed?
It's a guy. He's a guy that
I thought he said
I worked
Cherry.
on last night, probably 3.5 hours. So all that work was wasted.
And he did what he was supposed to do.
He done exactly what he was supposed to do and passed his pre-trip with 100%, which is kind of rare to happen at CDL because most of the examiners are like, oh well, you know, you can't make 100. You're not a genius, so they just take all the points. It's ridiculous.
Well, he can go. He can go tomorrow, right?
I think we're gonna send him to another testing site tomorrow. Now I'm not happy because boss man said if I have a 100% day, I get tomorrow off.
Oh, that's
Oh.
So now I don't get tomorrow off because some examiner screwed me over.
Because he don't know
But
that
it wasn't
exam.
your fault.
That ain't my fault.
Yeah. Starts in the front and goes all the way around the truck.
Oh my God, when's this governor gonna kick out? Freaking knees getting sore.
How can you tell when the government kicks in? You can hear it.
Don't hear it. Sound like the truck sneezing.
Okay.
Is it between 120 and 125 right now?
Right around that area.
You still have to wait for it to kick out?